Hello, and welcome to Math Matters. I'm Mrs. Smith, and today we are going to think about multiplication and focus on some of the representations for it. You will want to have some paper and something to write with for today's lesson. Okay, let's get started. First, let's think about what is multiplication. Take a moment to write down what you know. You can use words, numbers, and pictures. Here are some examples of how you might have used words, pictures, and numbers to represent multiplication. How are these similar or different to what you thought about? Today, we are going to focus on how we can use arrays to represent multiplication. This is an array. It has two rows, which go across horizontally, like this, and it has four columns that go down or vertically, like this. So we can say 2 groups of 4 is equal to 8, or 2 times 4 equals 8. We can also take the same array and turn it like this. Now we have 4 rows going across or horizontally like this, and 2 columns going down or vertically like this. So that makes 4 groups of 2, which is equal to 8, which is also 4 times 2 equals 8. So whether we think of the array as 4 times 2 or 2 times 4, we still get 8. There are 8 boxes in both arrays. This is a big mathematical idea. Mathematicians call it the commutative property of multiplication. You don't need to remember the name of it. What's important to know is that the order of the factors can change and you still get the same product. Now it's your turn to make some arrays. Next week, we will be using them to play a few games. You will need the following materials: any kind of paper or index cards, something to write with, a pair of scissors, and a bag to put your arrays in when we're finished. We are going to make the same array of 8 that we just talked about. First, go ahead and draw a rectangle and break it into 2 rows and 4 columns. Mine looks like this. It does not need to be pretty or perfect. Once you have made your array, write the 2 expressions that represent the array. Your array should look like this now. Next, cut out your array, unless you used index cards. Now, turn over your array card and write the product 8 in the middle. Then write the number of rows on the left side. Depending on which way you are holding your array, it could be 2 or 4 rows. Mine looks like this because I have 2 rows going across on the other side. Once you're finished, put your completed array card in your bag. Now let's think about what other arrays can you make for 8. Remember, all arrays need to be a rectangle or a square. If not, then it's not an array. Take a few moments to make one. Okay, let's check. Here's what I came up with. Depending on how you hold it, it can be one row of 8, so 1 times 8, or if you turn it, it could be 8 rows of 1, so 8 times 1. Does this match what you made? Here's what the back of mine looks like. I have a 1 on the left because there's 1 row. Today, we created the 2 possible arrays that make a product of 8. The first using the factors of 2 and 4, the second using the factors of 1 and 8. So here's your task for tomorrow. You'll need to create all of the array cards you can for the following products: 2, 3, 5, and 7. Over the next few days, we will be creating arrays together. Once they are created, we will learn some games to play with them, so keep them in a safe place like a plastic baggie. Tomorrow, we will check the arrays you made for the numbers 2, 3, 5, and 7. I'm Mrs. Smith. I hope you have a great day and keep on counting.